Maria. Kinyanjui Maria. And me, Kerry Kagiri or Mr. Kamau. Let's talk about how we are surviving in this economy. And some choices we have to make as believers when it comes to opportunities to take something home for our families. Maria, you can speak in English because you are speaking in tongues. It's like,
Hey, God bless you, tulimaliza kitambo sana.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Wezi amka tu ile ati umekuja niko na event unanifanyia we ni MC unamaliza alafu unamwambia Kerry, God bless
That was
you.
a good job.
Well done.
Well done.
Asante.
Ile well done we want to hear from our father.
Yeah.
Not from you.
You've taken time to, of course, doll up. Maybe you've bought an outfit or something. Make your face like, you've taken time to prepare. You've get to know the audience, the nini. You even Ubered or umedropiwa na mtu wako pia hiyo ni fuel ama umetumia ma3. Like you've invested in that particular space and then you get into a function or a gig or an event, or you do what you get to do with your mouth, and you have skills and talents and you're gifted in that area of emceeing, and then you're done and you say,
Yes.
It's wrong. We will not survive with God bless you in Nairobi. God will bless us for sure.
Fact.
But
let him use you.
Yeah.
And the question comes now with this kind of compromise that we have to make now to survive. Because their industries, honestly, have been called for the same job by someone who's a believer. And have been called for the same job by someone who's not. And this quote is, minimum. They're going to pay you $250,000. Minimum. For the services you and I can do. And then our brethren, they'll give you some tea. And of course, the famous basket of fruit.
Yeah.
I want to say that I enjoy the fruit basket.
Yeah.
Please don't not give me the fruit basket.
Yeah.
I love it. Make it make sense. Because there's a cognitive dissonance I have in my mind. Like, wait, did I just do something nobody in this room could do in terms of carry the crowd? I'm giving an example from my sector. I don't know what your sector is. Kama kuna watu wanafanyanga hesabu EABL. You know, we've had those conversations. And I'm mentioning EABL as a brand because we know that it's a forbe praise. And there's kind of these kids are trying to make a clear... Nani atawafanyia hesabu if the most excellent person like Daniel is not a believer, who will count?
Yeah. No.
So there are those question marks. Yeah. There are those things, if you're doing this, it's not bad. If you do this, it's good.
Yeah.
There's a big compromise, Maria. Have you found yourself in that situation?
I have 1,000,001 times. Sasa tulikuwaga church na wewe, kwizi nakuonaga kwa TV, nataka unifanyie, and then you like, so what's the budget? Ati, hata kuna budget, like, and then let me tell you, even most of our friends, some of our friends, let me not say most, some of our friends are like, najua MC mnoma anakupigia, but someone who die know you.
But even this when I call you and I tell you, ndio pesa uko nayo.
Yes.
That's the first thing I start with. You say yes or no.
Yeah. Actually, you actually do that. Yeah.
Ama awa even though wanakuanga.
Because there are people who even don't even know us, but they've seen our work, and they even reach out, like my inbox. They'll just reach out and like, by the way, we have this particular gig, and we don't have a lot of money. We have this, and by the way, wanasemaga, I don't have a lot of money. But tukiangalia hiyo do ni ganji fiti, and like someone who die know you, they have no relationship with you. Amekweka hapo. So if people who don't even know us, I think this is for me advocated to even our friends. Manzi hata mkitusema huko nje, semeni tu na ka price tag kadogo.
That time, Maria, I did a project. It was a product launch. And that person akanifinya. Hatuna budget. So I was like, oh, in fact, that they had 2 events. So they said, you know what, you'll do an hour and a half and then you chomoka, you go to your other event. I'm like, that's a deal, cheers. Peace in the Middle East. Nichapa program na 1 hour, 15 minutes, take it. Mimi nichapa, sure. This person went and told another person how much I took. Okay? So like, unatafuta MC wa rank ya bei. Udem ni mnoma na atakam through. This other event, there are like 2 meetings prior. What do you call them? The, pre-prod. I'm like, am I producing the event? Get a producer. Like, so you end up becoming the producer. That's a different cost for the person who's producing the front end and the back end. That's not my role, honestly. Unless you say, okay, plus production, plus scripting, plus all that, okay? And so this other event was like a whole day event. And I still had to take that amount that I had taken for the hour 15 minutes. So people talk. That's why I'm just like, don't agree.
Yeah.
It's a no. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me refer it to someone else.
Yeah.
That is, I'm like, acha watu wengine wakule pesa.
Yeah. I think as times evolve, let us also evolve. I remember when you were growing up, auntie wa keki hawakuwa nalipago. Ilikuwaga auntie wa familia yenyu nini ya
kujeni. Auntie wa keki is an industry, my friend. Unaweka budget ya 200 hapo kando.
Yeah, it's the job. Right. It's a job for some women. And
why did you do it that, baby?
What did I do? What?
So you just wear like a kamanduli.
And then
you give some funny Kikuyu jokes.
And I katisha the keki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you buy a copper ring.
Yeah.
Because you can't be a single mama wa keki. That's weird. You remember Wamuradha? She's the one who made this in why?
Yeah, with also Auntie Jemima as well.
And Jemima is doing it now?
She did it. Actually, the first time she was called as Auntie Jemima was Auntie Jemima Kuja Kate Cake.
That's how her brand...
I think that
I love it.
Evolved in that particular space.
I love it.
She had the auntie accent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the vibe.
Yeah.
But Maria, let's talk about the compromise part. Where have you struggled to say yes, or you didn't even know it was wrong, and then now you know it's wrong?
In the industry? I'd say this. For me, it came from inside. Especially when I was starting, I knew I had the giftings and the skill, but also I didn't know if I put it out there, I'll be as good as people will look at me. So from where I was looking at myself, I never put myself like the way people are looking at me. My perception was totally different from theirs. Actually, they ranked me. I remember I blundered in one boardroom meeting. It was a corporate event. There was a bank that was doing some activation somewhere. And so I get into a room and I say, Kenya tu mtanilipa ni sawa. It was the bad thing and I never want to go back there.
Ulilipa pesa ngapi?
Ilikuwa si pesa mbaya. Ilikuwa mzuri at the time.
Ngapi? Strawberry.
It was 30.
Okay.
It was in 2021, right after COVID. Right after COVID. Alafu, tulikuwa tunaenda street. Tulikuwa tunaenda from one street to another. Ile lori, ile gari ya enye the whatever lorry, that one. Those trucks, yes, those ones.
The campaign ones, what do you call them?
Yeah, those ones. I forget. Wende ukiambia watu kuhusu kufungua account nini, man.
For one day though?
For one day.
Okay.
But by the time I was thinking, later, that's when I got to know they had done, the budget was, I think it was 60 or 70 or 80, somewhere thereabout. So venye tu niliambia
umenyolewa.
Kumbe mwenye sasa alikuwa the liaison person between me and them ndo alienda na hiyo ganji home. Cause si mimi nilimshow cheki si kabaya. Kenya tu utanipea nitaenda tunayo. Mimi sijaisema hivyo tena.
You tried to enter the industry?
I kind of shade myself. I was like, sitaki kunyimwa hii job. Unaona, sitaki initoke. Nilikuwa hiyo space I need exposure.
Okay.
So hiyo time ya kutaka exposure, nika compromise.
Can you compare that with a secular gig? Okay, I don't mean banks are not secular, but secular.
Banks is secular?
No, like who has paid you more? Is it like...
secular has.
Okay.
And I don't know why us as Christians would do that. Mtu anakuta tu anakuambia tu, ameokoka tu anasema, okay, kuna kalangu si utumia Kenya kamiga kanibambage. Tuati huu ni wa chachi yetu. Unajua hata ameokoka. Huyu hata hezi huyu hata. Like hata wakimake budget. Unaona hiyo event hata it's a paid event. Na ni gig ya Wakristo.
I'm telling you.
Na kuna kitu.
Niliona vile watu wana quote. Nikasema, where have I been living? And we don't expose ourselves to this because we are trusting in the Lord.
Yeah.
To come to for us.
But I also think
we gotta level up. We gotta level up.
Yeah.
We gotta level up everything
Yeah.
that we are doing. And I think it's just with being exposed. Because Maria, the more you know, the more you're exposed. I once asked a procurement guy, and I was not bidding in their company, but like he knew the work I do. And so I was like, guess how much I'm paid? Per gig, the guy says 800. I'm like
1,000.
Yeah, so I'm like, who is paid 800? So it's like MC India party. They paid like that.
What?
I'm like, sir, bro, listen. What are you saying? let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but that should be your rate. Ava? Like to him, it was so natural.
It was so obvious that you
This is the procurement
get,
manager.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's about how much we.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the day I knew. My whole life has been a scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mi nikipewa 300 na kuanga like, hey. 300 mi nakuanga hata sisi shika subi
Over
yenu.
the moon.
That's like just a classic person. That's not Churchill. You know, all these people we look up to. All these people who host the events that you know. The 800 is, you know, the ones who are coming
minimum.
up. Yeah.
What? What did you do?
I said, yeah. No. I said, yeah, around, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Mimi. I was confident. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
No. Yeah, actually, that is a range.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, just give me a second. I
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
go and think about my life to the corner. But that's what happens. And of course, now in the church setup, I'll see the church will buy some good equipment, good lights and sound and everything. And then, you know, come. Yeah.
And when they call speakers from outside, they always have an honoraria and will always have something to give. But I've ever gotten into a space where tulikuwa tumeitwa tufanye voiceover. So there was a gent and there was a lady's voice that was needed. So that contract where you sign up chini nini do it nini. We're doing the same script. We are voicing the same thing, the same words. But analipisha sijui per word ama per what. Mi hata nimechukua tu script nimesema ni pesa ngapi mnanipea hivi. I don't know if I never knew my worth. But because that guy was in a media station and then he left and now he's doing voiceover purely. When I sat with him, I was like,
so you can do voiceover purely.
What are you doing? What are you doing nowadays? No, I have a studio in my space. I just get to voice. This guy, kwanza alinipea lift hata tukirudi tao because tulikuwa I think hapa ile.
Wewe usibai gari.
Nikamwambia ulibai gari na hii sauti. Like I asked myself, what is it that I don't see in me? Akaniambia, wewe mwenyewe ndo utaweka price tag kwa hao watu wote. Hakuna mtu mwenye anakujua.
Hakuna.
Wewe ndo utasema kenye watu watakulipa. Wewe ndo utadetermine. You as Maria.
I really think as the church, we need to like really come together and talk about how we are doing business. To be very honest. And what is our priority? I was called for an event in the States. So I was on my way to the States. And so I was supposed to host an award ceremony. I know the person who called me will watch this and I'm comfortable with him watching. And so he was like, yo, because you're going to be in Atlanta for a few days, why don't you come? And I was like, yeah, oh my God, my first international gig. I'm going to be in a poster. Could give you hosting in Atlanta. And then so I'm like, so what's the deal? He's like, actually, we'll put together what has remained from the gate and then we'll pay you. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's minus my ticket and accommodation. He's like, no. See, you are coming.
Ujilipie ndege?
See, me, I was going.
Hey. Hey.
My brother.
Where are we going wrong?
I told my brother, I was like, listen, bro. I asked him, so but everything else is sorted, eh? You've paid for the stage, hey, lights, hey, everything there, the venue, yeah, it's locked. So I was like, so it's me. You can't have a budget for. You don't have a budget for me.
Yeah, where too?
You know, I went to that Atlanta. stayed, finished, left Atlanta, went to Cali, stayed, finished. I never went. I was like,
Miss Kuji.
I don't know if that's a big mistake I made. Maybe, please comment below. But I was like, what are you saying? And it's gifts. These are gifts for the body of Christ. But even in the Bible, they were paid. Like they weren't paid, but the musicians and those who are at the front, the Levites, they ate everything from the house.
Yeah.
They lacked nothing.
Yeah.
They came in, all the tithes, the offerings, everything that was given in the house.
Yeah.
They came, and that's what kept them going. So what are you saying, bro? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying to me, bro? And that's how I lost that gig. Probably that friendship, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think when you're planning, especially...
Was that a good decision, Maria? Sometimes
it was. I think they will never call you for another event, sorry. But also, I think they're like, this person knows their worth. Because kama ni mabakshishi. So the leftovers ndo tunakupea.
Hakunanga anything left from the gates. Yeah. You don't do ticketing. You get most of your money from out on a setup there. Maybe the vendors
okay.
or sponsors of the event.
Yeah.
But from gate.
Yeah.
Gate.
May I say this? Every time that you're putting up an event, please ensure, especially MCs, hizi ndo tunafanya sijui majambo za.
Kuna local artist hapa alilita event. Sorry, hata an event. But hata an event. Ini ya mwisho, tumalize, tuenda overtime. Alita event, ako like, sawa, wabe, congratulations. Akaniambia, sawa niko na 5,000. Sasa nikasema, hiyo ni sawa, it's good. Enda ununue kamisi. Because, listen. Close your mouth. No, but Maria, makeup is tricky. True. This event is somewhere in Karen.
True. You have to Uber or fuel your car.
Yeah. Who said even I have money at that point, right? I have to eat because most of the time the food you'll be given there, half the stuff you don't even eat, you don't like it, or it's going to be cold, or you won't even have time to eat. So you have to eat like prior. And then, you need to hydrate or have electrolytes or something because you're going to be standing the whole day. You need an outfit, at least one new thing to give you that boost of confidence. So sometimes our outfits as MCs and as people who stand on stage, they're costumes. They're not really... It's not about a nice dress. It's a costume. It's how you're dressed. Yeah. So even the stylists themselves, that is their rate for them to come and style me, 5K. Without the outfit. You're bei yao. Asijalipia outfit, whatever amount it is, okay? You tell me. I know people have had this, so they're going to become stylists all of a sudden. Sure.
Yeah. And
Maria,
you are.
But I was like, just Aki go buy a petticoat. Me and Aki is go buy. They called me another year, but I was like, Aki, no. It's okay. Just do your thing. Like, good for you. Cheers. I'm like, let me stay home and glorify the Lord. Pray. It's bad.
I think this has just come at the top of my head. There's this lady called Hannah Kithuki. I think she does a lot of branding and personal grooming
she's so
and all
cute.
that.
As a person, she's beautiful.
I think we need to invite her in one of our podcasts.
No, we need to buy her tea and get gems or join one of her classes.
Yeah. At least she's able to enlighten us a bit on that particular space. But tusijiangalie chini.
She's a believer, right?
She's a believer. I think it's important for us to just get to know your worth. I think hata Jesus akiambia watu sijui you're not supposed to do nini na koinali chukua hivi tu akasema hii imechorwa nani?
Let me ask you something, Maria. You're saying know your worth. And I feel this will be like a part 2 because you're already see how long in. But is it your worth spent on how much people choose to pay you?
No. It's about you as Kerry. If you've positioned yourself in this way and you know this is what I'd want to charge to these people, it's exactly what you have to say. So if they say
but the gifts have been freely given. We didn't pay.
Regardless.
I'm not trying to return my ROI.
No. A return of interest is this. The Lord has given you the giftings and the callings, but you have to ensure that you also put food on your table, honey.
But God will put the food.
Kuna faith na works.
He dresses the lily.
Faith, no, don't be foolish.
Splendor.
Don't be foolish.
If he watches over,
he will watch over
every sparrow.
But also there were people who are given talents 5, 3 and 1.
They
Mwenye
multiply
alienda
them.
kahaidi yake haikumultiply. Kwa hivyo we mwenye umeshowcase it ought to be multiplied.
Come
It is
on.
one of just telling
Come
you
on.
to multiply yetu yenye God ametupea. Not everyone can be an MC, not everyone can be a podcaster, not everyone can be a voiceover artist.
Sorry, umesema kitu. This is the last thing. This is the last thing. I promise. Last thing I'm saying. Last.
Yeah, kalamba down.
Greenie.
Okay.
Touch stone. Touch wood. Whatever. Anyway. Those are bad things. Don't do them at home. There's someone who once told me, so we're going for this event. I won't say which event because I know which one it is. So it was an event. I was invited as a guest as well, but I'm an MC, right? So they're like, oh yeah, but so you're coming. So you'll just MC. So I'm like, Like, it's just talking. I'm like, great, you talk. Yeah, it's just talking. You talk. You know, I didn't MC. I'm not playing with you. And I went and had so much fun. And I was like, even me out to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy.
You only said it's talking.
It's talking. You talk.
Yeah, bonga.
Yeah, why are you asking me to talk?
Yeah, bonga.
Bonga baze. Enye nimekuwa nimestrike. Wase God ni heal. Kwa watoto wenye wamenihat. Wase God ni heal. Because nikama, I think niko na kaundu ka disrespect. You know, R-E-S-P-E-C-T-B.
We have to end this.
Let's end it.
Thank
you for watching.
Yeah.
Whatever you've gotten, please comment below. And in
if
your industry, I'd love to hear about other industries because we are in the same industry.
Yeah.
Yappers, professional yappers.
Yeah.
I don't know what industry you're in and why when people joke with you, especially sasa kufile taxes. Kwanza sasa tunaingia hiyo era ya siweni accountants unifailie. Si wewe ujifailie. Na kama usijifailia unilipe nikufailie. Kuna hizo. Anyway, let us know in your industry.
Get to even have a conversation around your contract or even any job that you're being given. Usiambie tu by word of mouth. I feel like squeezy word of mouth. Dandikaniani chini kama you have to.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this video. It's a Beyond Church's podcast. Definitely no pastor is going to be standing on their pulpit preaching about this. So that's why we do it. Please like, share, subscribe. If you leave a comment, more people will get to watch and see us.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do that.
I agree.